It's a bunch of stuff in here, so I'm going to go through it sort of item by item. First of all, I think the big line item is going to be the decision to cancel the EV mandate. This was a Trudeau-era policy that required automakers to sell a certain percentage of their total sales in EVs, and it was going to rise every year until 2035 when they had to sell entirely EVs, essentially phasing out the internal combustion engine in vehicles operating in Canada. The automakers didn't like it. There was a lot of pushback from the opposition. Carney last fall suspended this program for 1 year, and now he is scrapping it altogether and replacing it with kind of a similar system that is going to look at emissions levels. So instead of policing the percentage of vehicles sold that have to be EVs, he's going to put these stringent tailpipe emission standards in, and the equivalent will be by 2035, probably automakers are going to have to sell about 75% of their vehicles by 2035 are going to have to be EVs, and then ultimately by 2040, and this is way into the future, 90% would have to be EVs based on these new emission standards. The other big part of this announcement is the return of a program that was very popular with Canadians. That was a rebate to buy EVs or plug-in hybrid vehicles. That program had basically run out of money. Carney is going to replenish it. It's a $2.3 billion program. People who buy a new EV will be eligible for a federal government rebate of $5,000 in some provinces, including Quebec, British Columbia, also have their own provincial EV rebates that could help them as well. And it'll be $2,500 federal rebate for plug-in hybrid vehicles. Those are ones that kind of combine the older hybrid technology with the new electric vehicles. Now, crucially, this is only going to be available. These rebates will only apply for vehicles made in countries that Canada currently has a free trade agreement with. So obviously the United States, but also South Korea as well. And they will also be capped at $50,000. So if the price of the vehicle, if you buy, say, a Tesla, and it's over $50,000, you are not going to be able to get this rebate unless, this is a key asterisk here, unless it is Canadian made. So also announcing that there will be a $1.5 billion federal investment to build out the charging network, and then $3 billion to help the auto industry adapt and start to develop new markets overseas to sell their products. There's going to be some money for retraining auto workers who've been affected by the Trump tariffs. And then there's also this system, basically a credit trading system that will impose tariffs on countries we don't have free trade agreements with that are trying to sell vehicles into the Canadian market. They will be able to buy credits from companies that manufacture vehicles in Canada. This is a program designed to encourage automakers to relocate production into Canada. Of course, it's all happening at a time when Donald Trump is trying to get automakers to come home to the United States from Canada and from Mexico. And of course, that puts Ontario's automotive sector, right in the crosshairs.